North of 30 years after his time at TOPGUN, Chief Pete, nonconformist, Mitchell is filling in as a U.S. Naval Force aircraft tester. As BAC Naval Commander Chester Mallet Kane ways to deal with shut down the hypersonic, Dark Star, scramjet program and divert the assets to Ramble programs, Dissident flies the model to its speed level headed, then drives further into high hypersonic speed, annihilating it. Kane needs to ground Freethinker for his wildness, yet rather sends him to NAS North Island as a TOPGUN educator compelled of nonconformist's companion and previous opponent, Chief of Naval Operations Tom Iceman Kazansky, the leader of the U.S. Pacific Armada. Dissident is requested to prepare a world-class gathering of FA-180F Super Hornet pilots collected by Bad Habit Naval Commander Playmate Twister Simpson and BAC Naval Commander Solomon Warlock Bates for a pressing mission to bomb an unfamiliar country's unsanctioned uranium enhancement plant. The plant sits in a profound wretchedness toward the finish of a gulch and is shielded by surface-to-air rockets and fifth-age Su-57 contenders working from a close-by air base. Freethinker designs an assault with 2 sets of Super Hornets, which will fly through a gully and obliterate the plant. The pilots at first rebuke Freethinker, especially Lieutenant Jake Executioner Saracen and Lieutenant Bradley Chicken Bradshaw, the child of nonconformist's late closest companion and Rio Scratch Goose Bradshaw. As the pilots train for the mission, erosion creates among Executioner and Chicken, who hates Executioner's arrogant disposition towards his partners while Executioner censures Chicken's wariness. As the pilots notice Dissident, they reconsider and combine around him. Dissident likewise reunites with previous sweetheart Penny Benjamin, to whom he uncovers that Chicken's presently dead mother made him vow to hold her child back from flying, and obstructed Chicken's application to the Maritime Foundation, impairing his vocation. Freethinker later meets with Iceman, who has throat disease and basically imparts by composing on a PC. Consoling Freethinker about showing the group, he spends away days after the fact, and Dissident alongside the pilots, go to his memorial service where a missing man development is noticed. With Iceman dead, Typhoon eliminates nonconformist as mission mentor and sets new boundaries that are safer on approach yet more dangerous on exit. In any case, nonconformist makes an unapproved trip of the Mimic course with the first boundaries, demonstrating that it very well may be finished. Tornado is persuaded and hesitantly delegates Freethinker as strike pioneer. Nonconformist picks the mission group and coordinates himself with Phoenix and her WSO Sway, while Chicken is matched with Recompense and his WSO Fanboy. Executioner and the leftover pilots are placed on backup. The group dispatches from the plane-carrying warship USS Theodore Roosevelt while the directed rocket cruiser USS Late Inlet fires Hatchet Voyage rockets to annihilate the airbase close to the plant. The group arrives at the plant and obliterates it, yet is gone after by surface-to-air rockets and a couple of watching Su-57 criminals. At the point when Chicken runs out of countermeasures, Freethinker forfeits his fly to safeguard him and discharges. Trusting Freethinker to be killed in real life, the leftover airplane returned to the transporter. Against orders, Chicken turns around and saves Freethinker from a Mi-24 helicopter gunship, however is fired somewhere near another surface-to-air rocket and launches close by. The two rejoin and head towards the obliterated airbase, where they take a F-14 Tomcat and make a beeline for the transporter. Nonconformist and Chicken destroy 2 catching Su-57s, however a third shows up as they run out of ammo and countermeasures. Executioner shows up from backup to destroy the Su-57, and the planes return to route for the transporter, where Nonconformist and Chicken accommodate. Some time after the mission, Nonconformist and Chicken work together on a P-51 Colt at a shed close to the test office where Dissident was recently positioned. Penny shows up with her girl Amelia, and Freethinker has a good time with her in the P-51. Chicken strolls to a photograph board and recognizes a photograph of their main goal's prosperity, close by a photograph of his late dad and a more youthful Freethinker.